At the edge of the world, beneath a sky often ablaze with the southern lights, lies a place like no other. A realm of ice and water, where colossal glaciers meet a sea teeming with life. This is the Ross Sea, a deep bay carved into the continent of Antarctica. It's a place of stark beauty where the silence is broken only by the crash of icebergs and the calls of seabirds. The Ross Sea is a living laboratory, home to a unique ecosystem that has evolved in isolation for millennia. Its waters are home to an astonishing array of creatures, from microscopic plankton to the largest animals on Earth, the whales. But the Ross Sea is more than just a haven for wildlife. It plays a vital role in the health of our planet, regulating global climate and ocean currents. Yet, despite these harsh conditions, life thrives. But this fragile ecosystem is under threat. The Ross Sea has long been a gateway to the frozen continent of Antarctica. It was here that explorers first set sail into the unknown, driven by a thirst for discovery. Their expeditions were fraught with danger and hardship, but they also yielded invaluable scientific discoveries. These pioneers braved treacherous seas and freezing temperatures to explore the Ross Sea and the continent it borders. Their legacy lives on in the scientific research that continues in the Ross Sea today. Scientists from around the world come to this remote region to study its unique environment and the creatures that call it home. Their research is crucial to understanding the global implications of climate change. The Ross Sea is often called the last ocean, because it is one of the few remaining marine ecosystems that is relatively untouched by human activity. Its waters are still home to large populations of top predators, such as whales, seals, and penguins. The Ross Sea's food web is remarkably intact, a rarity in today's oceans, which are increasingly impacted by pollution, overfishing, and climate change. This pristine environment provides a unique opportunity to study how a healthy marine ecosystem functions. However, the Ross Sea is not immune to the threats facing our oceans. Beneath the icy surface of the Ross Sea lies a world teeming with life. The cold, nutrient-rich waters support an abundance of phytoplankton, microscopic algae that form the base of the food chain. During the short summer months when sunlight penetrates the water, phytoplankton bloom in massive numbers, creating a vibrant green soup that provides food for a myriad of creatures. This explosion of life sets off a chain reaction, attracting krill, small shrimp-like crustaceans that are a vital food source for many larger animals. These krill in turn sustain a remarkable diversity of life, from fish to penguins to whales. The Ross Sea's food web is remarkably interconnected, with each species playing a crucial role in maintaining the delicate balance of the ecosystem. Section 2. The Giants of the Ross Sea. The Ross Sea is home to some of the most iconic creatures on Earth, whales. These magnificent animals, the largest on our planet, migrate to the Ross Sea each year to feed on the abundant krill. Among them is the blue whale, the largest animal ever known to have existed, its massive body dwarfing even the largest dinosaurs. Humpback whales, known for their acrobatic displays and haunting songs, also frequent the Ross Sea. Protecting these giants and the krill they depend on is crucial to preserving the ecological integrity of this unique environment. Section 3. The birds of the South. The skies above the Ross Sea are alive with the sights and sounds of seabirds. Penguins, perhaps the most iconic of Antarctic animals, are found in vast colonies along the Ross Sea's shores. Adelie penguins, with their distinctive black and white plumage and comical waddles, are the most abundant. Emperor penguins, the tallest and heaviest of all penguin species, also breed on the ice of the Ross Sea. Other seabirds, such as petrels, albatrosses, and skuas, also rely on the Ross Sea for their survival. These birds are a vital part of the Ross Sea's ecosystem, their droppings providing nutrients that fertilize the phytoplankton. Section 4. Life on the Edge. Life in the Ross Sea is not limited to the open ocean. Beneath the ice, a hidden world teems with life. Ice algae, clinging to the underside of the ice, form the base of a unique food web. Small crustaceans, such as amphipods, graze on the algae, providing food for fish, which in turn are preyed upon by seals and other marine mammals. Weddell seals, perfectly adapted to life in the icy waters, are a common sight in the Ross Sea. The life found in these depths is a testament to the adaptability and resilience of life on Earth. The Ross Sea stands apart, a beacon of pristine wilderness in a world where such places are dwindling. Its waters are remarkably clear, a testament to the absence of pollution that plagues so many of our oceans. Unlike many other seas, the Ross Sea remains largely free from the plastic pollution that now contaminates even the most remote corners of our planet. Its shores are not littered with debris, its waters not choked by plastic bags and bottles. The Ross Sea's isolation has, to a large extent, protected it from the ravages of industrial pollution and agricultural runoff. It's a reminder of what the world once was like and what we stand to lose if we fail to protect our planet. The clarity of the Ross Sea's water is breathtaking. Sunlight penetrates deep below the surface, illuminating a world of vibrant colors and intricate life forms. This exceptional visibility is a direct result of the lack of pollutants and sediment that cloud the waters of many other seas. The clear waters of the Ross Sea allow sunlight to reach greater depths, supporting a more productive ecosystem. For scientists, the clear waters provide a unique opportunity to observe and study marine life in its natural habitat. The Ross Sea's pristine condition makes it an invaluable scientific resource. It serves as a living laboratory, a baseline against which scientists can compare other, more impacted marine ecosystems. By studying the Ross Sea, researchers can gain a better understanding of how healthy oceans function. This knowledge is crucial for developing effective conservation strategies for other parts of the ocean. The data collected in the Ross Sea is helping scientists understand the impacts of climate change, ocean acidification, and overfishing. Despite its isolation and pristine condition, the Ross Sea is not immune to the threats facing our planet. Climate change is already having a profound impact on this fragile ecosystem. The most immediate threat is the warming of the Southern Ocean, which is causing changes in sea ice formation and melting patterns. Sea ice is crucial to the Ross Sea's ecosystem. As the sea ice melts later in the season and forms later in the autumn, it disrupts the life cycles of these animals. Furthermore, ocean acidification, caused by the absorption of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, is altering the pH of the water, making it more acidic. The Ross Sea, a place of formidable beauty and harsh conditions, has long held a special allure for explorers. Its icy grip on the Antarctic continent has beckoned adventurers and scientists alike for centuries. The first recorded sighting of the Ross Sea dates back to 1841, when British explorer James Clark Ross sailed into the waters that now bear his name. Ross, a seasoned explorer, was leading a scientific voyage to study Earth's magnetic field in the southern hemisphere. His ships, battling treacherous seas and navigating through a labyrinth of icebergs, pushed further south than any before. Ross's expedition made significant contributions to our understanding of the Antarctic region, charting vast stretches of coastline and identifying new species of marine life. The late 19th and early 20th centuries marked a period of intense exploration in Antarctica, often referred to as the heroic age of Antarctic exploration. The Ross Sea, with its relatively accessible location and the promise of a route to the South Pole, became a focal point for these expeditions. Among the most famous of these explorers was Ernest Shackleton, whose ill-fated expedition aboard the Endurance in 1914 has become a legendary tale of survival. Shackleton's ship, trapped and crushed by pack ice in the Weddell Sea, forced the crew to make a harrowing journey across treacherous seas in open lifeboats. Another pivotal figure in the heroic age was Robert Falcon Scott, whose expedition aboard the Terra Nova in 1910 aimed to be the first to reach the South Pole. Scott's party perished on their return journey. Their diaries and scientific specimens recovered from their final camp, a poignant reminder of their sacrifice in the name of exploration. Section 3. Scientific Pioneers. While the quest for the South Pole dominated the early years of Antarctic exploration, the Ross Sea also attracted scientists eager to study its unique environment. Early expeditions, often working in harsh conditions with limited resources, laid the foundation for our understanding of the region's geology, biology, and oceanography. One such pioneer was Edward Wilson, a British physician and naturalist who accompanied both Scott's Discovery expedition from 1901 to 1904 and Terra Nova expedition. Wilson, a skilled artist and observer of nature, made detailed sketches and notes on the region's wildlife, including penguins, seals, and seabirds, providing valuable insights into their behavior and ecology. His work, along with that of other early scientists, highlighted the unique biodiversity of the Ross Sea and the need for its protection. Another significant contribution to our understanding of the Ross Sea came from the expeditions led by Richard E. Byrd in the 1920s and 1930s. Byrd, an American naval officer and aviator, pioneered the use of aircraft for Antarctic exploration, dramatically expanding the reach of scientific research. His expeditions, using airplanes and seaplanes, mapped vast areas of the continent, studied the ice shelf, and collected valuable data on the region's climate and geology. Section 4. A Legacy of Discovery. The legacy of these early explorers and scientists lives on today in the ongoing research and conservation efforts in the Ross Sea. The foundations they laid have paved the way for modern scientific investigations, using cutting-edge technology to study this unique ecosystem in greater detail than ever before. The Ross Sea, once a distant and mysterious realm, is now a hub for international collaboration, with researchers from around the world working together to unravel its secrets. Today, research stations dot the shores of the Ross Sea, serving as bases for scientists studying a wide range of disciplines, from marine biology and oceanography to glaciology and climate science. These modern-day explorers, equipped with advanced technologies and driven by a desire to understand and protect this fragile environment, are building on the legacy of their predecessors. Their work is crucial in a time of unprecedented environmental change. The Ross Sea, like other parts of the planet, is facing the impacts of climate change, ocean acidification, and other anthropogenic pressures. By studying this relatively pristine environment, scientists hope to gain a better understanding of these global challenges and find solutions to mitigate their effects. Section 1. Guardians of the Ross Sea. The Ross Sea, a pristine jewel of the Southern Ocean, is now a Marine Protected Area, or MPA. Nations have come together to safeguard this unique ecosystem for future generations. Established in 2016, the Ross Sea MPA is the largest marine reserve in the world. This historic achievement reflects global awareness of ocean conservation. Fishing is strictly regulated with no-take zones to protect key species. The establishment of the Ross Sea Marine Protected Area is a testament to the tireless efforts of scientists, conservationists, and policymakers who recognize the need to protect this global treasure. The Commission for the Conservation of Antarctic Marine Living Resources, also known as CAMLR, an international body responsible for managing Antarctic waters, played a pivotal role in negotiating and implementing the MPA. CAMLR, established in 1982, operates on a consensus basis, meaning that all member countries must agree on any conservation measures. The process of establishing the Ross Sea MPA was lengthy and complex, requiring years of scientific research, diplomatic negotiations, and public outreach. The final agreement, reached after overcoming significant hurdles, reflects a shared commitment to conservation and a recognition of the Ross Sea's global importance. The Ross Sea MPA is not only a victory for conservation but also a model for future marine protected areas. It demonstrates that even in a world often divided by political and economic interests, international cooperation is possible when it comes to protecting our planet's most precious resources. The MPA serves as a beacon of hope, inspiring similar efforts to conserve marine ecosystems around the world. The Ross Sea, with its pristine environment and unique ecosystem, continues to be a hub for scientific research. Scientists from around the world, drawn by the opportunity to study a relatively untouched marine environment, are conducting cutting-edge research in the region, using advanced technologies to delve deeper into the mysteries of this icy realm. One area of focus is the study of climate change and its impact on the Ross Sea ecosystem. Scientists are monitoring changes in sea ice extent, ocean temperature and acidity, as well as the responses of marine organisms to these changes. This research is crucial for understanding the potential consequences of climate change on a global scale and for developing strategies to mitigate its effects. Another area of research is the study of the Ross Sea's unique food web, particularly the role of krill, a tiny crustacean that forms the base of the food chain. Scientists are investigating the life cycle of krill, their interactions with other species, and their vulnerability to environmental changes. This research is essential for understanding the resilience of the Ross Sea ecosystem and for managing krill fisheries sustainably. The Ross Sea, while geographically remote, is not immune to the pressures of human activities. Fishing, tourism, and climate change all pose challenges to the long-term health of this unique ecosystem. Balancing the need for economic development with the imperative of conservation requires careful management and a commitment to sustainable practices. The CCMLR, through the Ross Sea MPA and other conservation measures, plays a crucial role in regulating human activities in the region. However, ongoing monitoring, scientific research, and adaptive management are essential to ensure the effectiveness of these measures and to address emerging threats. The future of the Ross Sea, like that of our planet, depends on our collective actions. By supporting sustainable practices, advocating for conservation, and raising awareness about the importance of this unique ecosystem, we can help ensure that the Ross Sea continues to thrive for generations to come. The Ross Sea, a realm of breathtaking beauty and unparalleled biodiversity, stands as a testament to the power of nature and the interconnectedness of our planet. From its towering ice shelves and majestic whales, to its teeming krill swarms and resilient penguins, the Ross Sea offers a glimpse into a world untouched by human impact, a world where the delicate balance of life has evolved over millennia. It is a living laboratory, a time capsule preserving a vision of our planet's past, and offering invaluable insights into the workings of healthy marine ecosystems. The Ross Sea's pristine condition, a rarity in our increasingly impacted oceans, is a stark reminder of the interconnectedness of our planet. The currents that flow through its icy depths connect it to every corner of the globe, carrying nutrients and influencing weather patterns far beyond its frozen borders. The health of the Ross Sea is inextricably linked to the health of our planet, and its fate is ultimately tied to our own. The stories etched into the Ross Sea's history, from the daring expeditions of early explorers to the groundbreaking discoveries of modern-day scientists, serve as a powerful reminder of our enduring fascination with the unknown and our capacity for collaboration in the face of shared challenges. The Ross Sea, once a distant and unforgiving frontier, has become a symbol of international cooperation and a testament to our collective responsibility to protect our planet's most precious resources. The Ross Sea's future is not guaranteed. Climate change casts a long shadow over this pristine ecosystem. Rising sea temperatures and shifting ice patterns threaten its delicate balance. The Ross Sea's isolation and pristine nature make it vulnerable. To protect it, we must address climate change and embrace sustainability. The Ross Sea's fate is a moral imperative, a test of our will. The decisions we make today will determine its future. The Ross Sea MPA offers hope through international cooperation. The MPA provides a framework for sustainable management. However, the MPA alone is not enough. We must foster a global movement for change, recognizing our responsibility as stewards of our planet. The Ross Sea, a symbol of our planet's last great wilderness areas, calls out to us, urging us to action. Its fate is a litmus test for our commitment to conservation. The time for bold action is now. Each of us has a role to play in protecting the Ross Sea. Support organizations, advocate for policies, and make sustainable choices. By raising our voices and demanding action, we can create a wave of change. The Ross Sea is a symbol of hope. Let us rise to the challenge and work together. The future of the Ross Sea depends on it.